I am doing a remake on the head video because I did a full video tutorial from here up on a new video editor program that I had purchased, and I cannot get it to upload. I'm having some problems. So I wanted to get this up for people who are having problems with the head. I don't want to make you wait any longer to see what I'm doing to get the desired effect for the lip of Olaf. So I am just going to start from here. All of this is pretty simple, and you know, if you follow the tutorial, you shouldn't have any problem getting up here. This is the middle body section. The upper body section is as I list it on the pattern. And then we're coming straight up into the head section. I have worked all the way up to row 9 of the head, which brings me to 16 total stitches, single crochets, in row 9. Now in row 10, this is where we're actually starting to create our lip for Olaf. And this gets a little bit tricky, so I'm just doing a little bit of a walkthrough here, and hopefully it makes more sense when I get through this. I'm going to pull my stitch marker for this one just so it's not getting in my way. But what we are doing is we are going to create 6 front post double crochets into the next 6 single crochets. And this gets a little bit tight, so you just need to kind of be patient and wriggle it in there. We're going to yarn over. You are going in to your stitch and through. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and then make your double crochet. Pull through. Oops. It gets tight. Very tight. Okay. We're going to do that 6 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've worked 6 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 6 of our single crochets. Next we are going to single crochet into the 9 remaining stitches. You're going to put 1 more single crochet into that last stitch. you will have a total of 16 stitches. Next, what we are going to do to make the slip come down, more of a three-dimensional, we are going to do a back post double crochet into each of our 6 front post double crochets. So this time we're going to go behind our stitches, back behind. You're going to yarn over, you're going to go through your stitch. This is what it looks on this side. Pull through, pull through, and double crochet. Do that 6 times on those 6 front post double crochets. Okay, so we've worked 6 back post double crochets onto our 6 front post double crochets. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work 2 single crochets into our next stitch. To our next stitch, make sure that's right. Then we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. Just 1 second, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets into our last stitch. And then you can go ahead and replace your stitch marker. You will have a total at the end of this row of 18. Let me grab a, I just lost my stitch marker here. There we go. Alright, so next we are going to work our very next row will be a decrease. So we are in row 18 and we're going to decrease down to 12 stitches. How we're going to do that is we're going to go 1 single crochet into our next stitch, and then we're going to decrease, do an invisible decrease over the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, you have 3 strands. Pull through 2 of those, and then pull through 2 of those. And you're going to repeat that around 1, and then an invisible decrease. 9, 10, 11, and our last decrease, making this a total of 12 stitches on row 12. Alright, and you see how that's coming together now. When you place your nose on Olaf, let me just show you real quick here. When you place your nose on Olaf, you're going to place it right above his upper lip, okay? And then you're going to sew it on so that it is kind of pushing that lip down. And you'll see when you're sewing it down how that works out, but excuse me. But that also helps to give you form and push the lips up a little bit. That's, you know, some of these parts play other parts. So so we ended with row 12 stitches, and our next row we're just going to go 1 single crochet in each of the stitches around. (11) and 12. And then when you get to the end of this row, you can go ahead and move your stitch marker. I'm just going to grab some more yarn here. Move your stitch marker up, and we are going to go to a decrease in the next row. Now this decrease, we're going to do an invisible decrease in the first 2 stitches. Again, we're going into the front loop only of the next 2 stitches. With 3 strands on our yarn, we'll yarn over, pull through 2, oops, yarn over and pull through the other 2. Okay, and after we've completed that decrease, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we're going to do a decrease, invisible decrease, over our last 2 stitches. There we go. Okay, so now we have a total of 10 stitches on our Olaf. We're starting to round off here. We are going to do 2 more rows of 10, which I am going to, I'll go ahead and do real quick. Hopefully I can get through this quickly. We're just going to move our stitch marker again, and 1 single crochet in each of our next single crochets. 2, 3. This is another area of the pattern that I made a little bit of correction on, because people were getting more of a cone shape head on Olaf, and I realized I had missed a couple of rows, and I do greatly apologize for that. This was a newbie pattern, and I'd worked it a couple times, and I don't even know how I missed it. So I do apologize for those of you who made them. I saw a couple of pictures. They were still adorable, but it didn't give that same effect of a rounder head at the end. Okay, so we've got one more. I'm sorry, I keep running out of yarn here. We have one more row of 10. And I just want to run through this real quick so I can just finish him off so you can see the end. So we're going to go 10. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm getting a little sloppy here, sorry. So I'm trying to hurry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now in our last row, move that stitch marker up, or not. It's your choice at this point. You don't have that much left. So I'm going to tell you right now, at this point, I would start stuffing your head a little bit. It's just at this point, I would say it would be a great idea to get something in there so that you're not struggling to stuff through 8 single crochet circles. So we're just going to stuff some in. And don't forget that you're going to be doing a little forming of your own head as well. So once you get your whole project done, you're going to be doing a little head formation just to get things right in place where they should be. Let's see if I can get some of this to go in easier. I don't want to stuff it real full right now because you're going to stuff a little more in at the end as well when you get to the, to the end. But you don't want a lot to stuff, so. Alright. I may have overstuffed a little bit, but alright. So, in our final, and make sure you get that carrot on before you do all this stuffing too. I'm not going through all of the little embellishments, all of the different add-ons for Olaf. I'm just trying to show you the head part so that you understand what we're doing in this section. And once you get all of that on, we are going to decrease down to 8 stitches. We're going to do 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, oops, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do an invisible decrease over the next 2 stitches. Three more single crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 single crochets. And then 1 more decrease over the next 2. More invisible decrease. I'm going to pull this. You can see I've got the next 2 there. I'm going to pull out my stitch marker because it's just going to get in my way at this point. 1 in that loop, 1 in the second, in the other front loop. Pull through and finish. I'm going to stuff the remainder. One of the things I like to do is go into that next stitch there and just do a slip stitch right there. I'm going to cut this off here, cut off my tail. You don't need a super long tail in this section, but at this point you're going to want to go ahead and get the last of your stuffing in here. And I'm going to see if I can do this with my pinky finger. How much? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give you a headache with this video. I'm really not. I'm just trying to get through it without it cutting out on me so that I can't get it uploaded to you tonight. Again, okay, so we're not going to go crazy on the stuffing. Don't forget the top of your head is going to have hair. So it doesn't have to have an absolute perfect round look to it. It doesn't, it'll look cute. It'll look cute. At the end of your project, you will have everything in place and it will be adorable. Now, I just want to let you know, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. I'll just get that out of the way while I'm doing this extra stuff. Okay, I did that slip knot, so I can pull that. Alright, squeeze this a little bit because I put more stuffing down towards the bottom there. And my lip, since I don't have my carrot nose on there yet, the lip is gone up a little bit. But I hope you subscribe to my channel. I do have some other video tutorials, and I will be adding more, just some helpful hints, tips, tricks, things that might help you out. I've got some other patterns that are going to be coming available soon. So please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much. If you have any questions on anything I've done here tonight, please feel free to comment in here or at Yarn Wars on Facebook, www.facebook.com/yarnwars. Join us there. New patterns are coming available soon. Lots of exciting stuff coming up there. So I will answer any questions you might have on this. At this point, just go in and out of the front loop only on the next stitches around. And this is going to help you to kind of just close it off nicely and neatly. Just go around until you have it all tucked in there and it's all looking nice. Okay, I'm going to stop there. You can do that as much as you need to give yourself but that will give you that rounder look to the top. You have, you can absolutely, if you want, remember you're going to be putting a nose here, then you're going to have eyeballs here, and you will have eyebrows here, and your hair. Seemingly this has kind of a bit of a shorter look to the top, but it's really not that much shorter, if at all. So once you get that nose on there, that's going to change a lot of things about the looks. I have which I have no idea what I've done with them, but just make sure you cut out your felt for your mouth and your teeth, and I'm bringing more yarn into this. Olaf's teeth. There we go. The way I did this is I glued this on after I've got my carrot nose on and all that. I glue this on, and then my teeth, I wanted more of a 3D effect, so I actually super glued it onto this top part. And once your nose is in place, you're not going to see all the bumps from your stitches and stuff, but that ended up looking pretty darn cute, if I say so myself. The only thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't give this to a child that is chewing on things, because this is probably not the safest Olaf doll for that. With all of the buttons that I have, I was doing it more for cutesy, but if you have make it obviously age appropriate. If you're talented enough to get those teeth and the mouth made out of crochet, I say more power to you. I've seen it before, and I like it. But this is what you're going after. I did another Olaf as well that I did felt for, and then I did another Olaf that had buttons made of I just made knotty yarn for buttons. But I hope this helped with the head tutorial. I apologize for all of the craziness and the misunderstandings, more on my part, obviously, the mistakes that I made. And I thank you for your interest in my pattern. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.